OTAs and minicamp are a wrap. It's quiet around here at One Bills Drive as players are off in Florida, California, somewhere getting right before training camp. I'm Maddy Glab, and we're going to let you in on everything you need to know from minicamp and OTAs. We'll start with OTAs, where Bills head coach Sean McDermott said at times it felt odd being back in person because last year everything was virtual. But with the many advantages of being back together on the practice field, McDermott said he was proud of how many players showed up for OTAs.
It's really good to have the players here. I really appreciate the participation, the numbers that have shown up for us. I know it's obviously varied around the league, but we're certainly encouraged by the guys that we have here. And I think it really speaks to the guys that we have, the types of people we have. And so they want to get better, and they know they get better by being here. And it's a time to build our team, right? When you can be around each other, build the team, build the chemistry. That's so important to good teams.
Guys just out there competing, having fun. That's what it all comes back to, is guys having fun. If you're not out there having fun, it's just you're at work, so nobody likes that. But yeah, guys are out there competing, having a good time, bringing that energy, bringing some juice with them. So it's been pretty cool.
Matt Milano said it best: just some guys being dudes out there competing and having fun. So here's that. Bills quarterback Josh Allen had an epic third NFL season. His completion percentage jumped from 59% to 69%. He threw for more than 4,500 yards and scored 46 total touchdowns. Doesn't sound like a lot of improvement is needed there, but he's the pro and knows he can always improve in certain areas. So here's what Josh has his eye on for 2021.
A couple things it boils down to. Still in the decision-making end, as far as where the ball should go in a given situation, based on what the defense is doing. Understanding and being better in situational football, ball security in the pocket, and while I take off and running. A couple types of concepts that I need to continue to work on, routes as well, i.e. the in cut, throws to my left. Just trying to be more concise. Better with my footwork and better with the ball placement. So, as many good things as we did last year, there was still a lot of stuff on tape where I look back and it's like, why did I do this? And I think that's the common theme every year, and that's really cool that you get to look back and, like I said, even though the wins, the numbers, all that stuff, it looked good on paper, there's still so much room to improve, and I'm excited for that process.
He's a consummate pro in terms of, he's never satisfied with. And none of us really are never satisfied with what you did the previous year, because you wish you could bottle it up and just throw it out there the next week and it's all the same, but in reality it's not. We have he knows this, almost 15 new guys on offense. It's not just the talent and all those things, guys. It's how can we develop relationships with the people that we're working with, and that's important, because you're going to hit some tough times here and there, and he's such a good leader in that regard. So he's a consummate pro in terms of the things each year that he tries to work on.
One area the Bills were asked about through OTAs and minicamp was the run game. Last year, they finished 20th, averaging 107 rushing yards a game. But this season, DEVIN Singletary returned to One Bills Drive looking stronger. The second-year player, Zach Moss, is working to get healthy, and they added a veteran in Matt Breida. From the looks of it, this group could be quite successful this season. When it comes to the balance between the pass game and the run game, offensive coordinator Brian Daboll said it doesn't matter. They're going to do whatever it takes to win a football game.
What matters is being effective at the things you're asked to do when we need to do them. So if that's to run the ball, it's to run the ball. If it's to pass it, it's to pass it. 50-50, those days really, like, everybody talks about balance. Balance is good if you win. It's not very good if you lose. So our philosophy is always going to be do what we need to do to try to win a football game. If that means throw it 30 times in a row, that means throw it 30 times in a row. If it means run it 30 times, it means run it.
You know, we know each other. You know, we can build off of what we did last year. And like I say, we just keep building that bond. And basically, the sky's the limit from there, you know what I'm saying?
Another position group who's feeling like they'll have more continuity in 2021 is the defensive line group. Defensive line coach Eric Washington returns for his second season in Buffalo, and they bring back players like Jerry Hughes, Mario Addison, Ed Oliver, and Vernon Butler. They also add 2 rookies. Defensive coordinator Leslie Frazier says he thinks this offseason could be a huge benefit for the group as a whole.
So our defensive line has to play well for us every week in order for our defense to play at the level we need it to. And I'm looking forward to the infusion of talent that we've added with our draft picks and some of the guys we've acquired, along with guys getting more comfortable with Eric Washington, who is an outstanding defensive line coach, along with Josh Shazier. Those guys did a terrific job under the circumstances last year, bringing our defensive line along. And I think having this offseason will benefit our defensive line as much as any group on our defense. So we're excited about what's ahead.
Another important player who returns to the defensive line is Starlo Tulele. His inside presence was missed last season, and second-year player Ed Oliver had to pick up a lot of his responsibilities. Star said when he walked into the complex for the first time, Ed was the first player to run up to him and give him a big hug. Star said he doesn't regret his decision of opting out in 2020 due to COVID-19. He did say at times it was tough watching his teammates have success from afar.
Yeah, it was tough. Like I said, it was tough, especially because of the kind of camaraderie and how close we are as a group, as players, as a team. It was tough to see the guys out there and me not be able to have any impact on the game and help my guys out. But like I said, I was happy for the outcome that they had last year and looking forward to this season.
The Star is a star, man. That's why he is who he is. He goes in, he's a selfless player. Doesn't care about the limelight. Doesn't care about the statistics, man. You're gonna go hold double teams all day and let you go get over the top and make a play. That's just the type of player he is.
We can't forget about the rookies. The Bills added 2 defensive linemen and 3 offensive linemen in this year's draft. And when it comes to those 2 position groups, the veterans say those rookies are eager to learn and they're excited to watch their growth as we head into training camp.
They want to be good, and that's a really important trait to have. And then they both just have some uncoachable traits that are fantastic. And I think that as the speed of our practices start to speed up once we get to training camp and, a little more consistent of what this pace actually looks like. Once they find their rhythm in this league, I think that they're both going to be fantastic football players.
And the young guys are good. Big kids. Big kids. Big kids. The size is definitely there. The talent is definitely there, and the will is definitely there. And I'm extremely excited for these guys. And they all have great personalities. They all listen, learn. They understand the playbook extremely well already. Bobby is doing a great job dialing into each and every individual one of them. And it's been going well, man. And I'm really, really excited to watch these kids grow.
From the addition of the rookies to Starlo Tulele's return to what Josh Allen is focusing on in 2021, even though it's early, the pieces are being put together for what this season will look like. Josh Allen said in this year's OTAs and minicamp, since they returned so many players, they were able to practice a lot faster and almost pick up where they left off. They've already got their eye on what could be another season to remember.
Looking forward to 2021, seeing the fans in the stands and obviously bringing the noise, all that type of stuff. But just for this team to see where we went last year under all those different circumstances, we understand that it's going to be tough. We understand that just because we went to the AFC Championship game last year, that there's no guarantee we're going to be back. And so I'm excited to see this team respond. I'm excited to see, as individuals respond. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I think the mindset stays the same, but the mission is obviously, to win it all. And just being so close last year, I think everybody's excited to get back and everybody's excited to go to work. And we understand, that where we got to last year, we know what it takes to get there. But now, we have to put our foot on the gas a little bit more and get to really where we want to be at, and that's to win everything.
That'll do it for us. We hope you enjoy your summer. We'll be back here in Orchard Park for training camp. I'm Maddy Glab, and for more Bills content, make sure you head to BuffaloBills.com.